All right, so I'm going to be that guy because it's my job to be that guy. Stop cheering the Ahmed Arbery verdicts. For a myriad of reasons. I think the most fundamental reason is the judge's failure to clarify what the statute on citizen's arrest actually meant. See, it's the judge's job to give instructions to the jury to translate the law into regular people language, right? To make it clear to them what the law states. Now, the judge, the defense, and the prosecution all admit that the statute was we don't really know what it means. So we're just going to let the jury figure it out. The jury is not lawyers. It's not their job to interpret the law. The state wrote the law, and the law, by the admission of the state and the judge and the defense, is ambiguous, i.e. they don't know what it means. Okay? There was an argument about it. No one could really put their finger on it. So in those cases when the state provides a law that is ambiguous, the state does not get to reap the benefit of the confusing law they wrote. The defense does. That's called a miscarriage of justice. Now, that's not me saying I think all these three guys should have went free. That's me saying the process is important. The process is important, but we'll get to that in a second. Context. This community was experiencing a crime wave. It's well documented. They were calling in property crimes 2-3 times a day for 3 months. You have messenger meetings between neighborhood members talking to each other, talking about shit like we need to put up a neighborhood watch. We had people putting up security cameras. You had people buying guns. You had people not letting their kids play outside because of the strange element that was coming into their community, and they were afraid to have the kids going outside. So the community was on edge, and the state failed to secure their community. Last I checked, it's the state's job to provide security. They failed, just like Kenosha. So what happened? The citizenry decided that they were going to do it because the state was failing. Whose fucking fault is that? Now, let's say these three guys were police officers. Would they be charged in the same circumstance? 2 cruisers pull up. Hey, let me talk to you. The guy charges and goes for their guns. Do you think they'd be charged? No, they wouldn't. The only difference is these guys were not state-sanctioned law enforcement officers. They're a cut above. You peasants don't have that power. Yeah, we kind of wrote a little law, ambiguous law, 100 years ago that says something about it, but you don't have that right. So you guys in the libertarian side of the house talking about you want to police your own communities and 2A all the way, where are you now? The state failed, the citizenry stood up, and now you're cheering? Okay. All right. I don't know what the fuck you stand for anymore, but okay. Let's see. Oh, the jogger argument. Look me in the fucking eye. Ahmed Arbery was not jogging. This is acknowledged in the case. Not jogging. Stop fucking saying it. You sound stupid. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, my last example, my last point on this topic before I move on. Let's say that this was a middle-class black neighborhood that was experiencing a rash of guys in, I don't know, MAGA hats yelling the N-word and harassing people and burning crosses maybe on people's private property. Not hurt anybody. They have insurance. It'll cover it. Don't worry about it. Would you be cheering if the MAGA hat wearing guy was shot by 3 upstanding citizens who happen to be black and all 3 black guys go to prison? Would you be cheering? No? Wow! That's fucking strange. That's fucking strange. Your hypocrisy is showing. Now, that aside, all 3 guys are going to go to prison. All 3 guys are charged with murder. All 3? The guy with the camera, who didn't do shit, the guy who filmed, is going to jail for murder. What this smells like to me is a political fucking trial. This smells like to me, the Rittenhouse thing just happened, a whole bunch of people are upset about it, and we don't want our town to burn, so these 3 guys are going to be our scapegoats. Now, that's not me saying that these 3 guys shouldn't have been charged. That's not me saying that these three guys, practice sound moral judgments. It's not me saying that at all. This is me saying the process matters. The process fucking matters. Now, personally, I don't give a fuck about these three meatheads. I don't care. It's not my community. I don't know them. I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. What I do care about is the process. What I do care about is equal application of the law, regardless of what the mob might do because of it. Now, moving on. What do they call it? The parade crash incident? That's what the left media is calling it. The parade crash or the parade incident. You know how I knew something was up right away? You know how I knew? Because they didn't say, white man drives SUV through parade immediately. They didn't say, white supremacist attacks fucking parade. No. They didn't say that right away. They were ambiguous on the race. If it was a white guy, you would have known within 60 fucking seconds. Mark my fucking words. You would have known right the fuck away. And there would be no fucking, he was running from a knife fight. There would be none of that. They would take one look at his social media accounts that have all been taken down, by the way, and screamed white supremacy, just like Charlottesville. Just like fucking Charlottesville. This guy was a radical, black supremacist, Hebrew Israelite wannabe. That's what he was. He was also convicted of multiple crimes and let go on bail because, equality or something like that. The prosecutor who let him go acknowledged months prior that, this, easing the restrictions on bail is going to get people killed. People are going to die because of this. But, equality. Imagine if your little girl is in the hospital at 11-year-old begging the doctors to glue her the fuck back together. Now, I don't even know the race of this little girl. I don't know the race of any of the people. It's not important to me. I don't fucking care. Innocent people were run down by a radical, racist black guy. Criminal scumbag. Woman-beating scumbag. Racist, extremist, motherfucking terrorist. But you're not going to hear that being said. But I'm telling you right now, if this motherfucker was wearing a MAGA hat and he had blonde hair and blue eyes, we would be hearing about this for the next fucking 10 years, just like Charlottesville on January 6th. How many people died on Charlottesville? How many people died on January 6th? Well, we're still going to hear about that. You notice we don't hear about the congressional shooting anymore, right? That was just kind of memory hold. It doesn't fit the narrative. Forget that. And you're not hearing about this all the fuck ready. Already, CNN's taken this story down off its homepage. Apparently, not important. But keep cheering the Ahmaud Arbery case. Keep doing that. I mean, you want to show that you're, reasonable or on someone's side or justice system works or I don't know what you stand for anymore. Have a good day.